Study Committee on Common Core Standards. I'm Senator Dan Soucek with Representative Brian Holloway. We're co-chairing this study committee, and we'd like to welcome you here this afternoon. Let me give you a brief overview of what this will look like today. We're going to have an overview of the committee charge. So most of you have this agenda in front of you. Talk about the committee website, an overview of what the general statute says. Then we're going to have Michael Brickman talk about the national perspective, and then a trio talking about the state perspective. We will not be having public comment at this meeting, but that is an issue we'll be addressing at future meetings on our interaction with the public on this issue. I think it would be best to really understand what the role and authority and goal of this committee is. To start at the very beginning, I'm going to ask Dr. Patsy Pierce to explain that charge. Dr. Pierce?
Thank you, Senator Soucek. And members of the committee and other members and members of the public, you should have a copy of this handout in your materials. It's called the Authorization of the Legislative Research Commission Joint Study Committee on the Common Core Standards. The LRC Study Committee on the Common Core Standards has been directed to comprehensively study current and suggested curriculum standards in K-12 education in the state. The study is to look at the efficacy of the Common Core state standards and any potential financial, educational, and legal impacts on the state. The committee is going to focus on questions of cost and benefits of any existing or proposed curriculum standards and whether those standards will directly and positively affect educational outcomes in the state. The committee can really study any other issues pertinent to this study. Most specifically, in studying the cost and benefits of existing and proposed curriculum standards, the committee will examine 1, the Common Core state standard adoption in the state as compared to other states and jurisdictions. 2, any public school data collection, dissemination, and access policies employed in the state since the adoption of the Common Core state standards. 3, fiscal, educational, or legal consequences of the state if it was to choose to withdraw from the Common Core state standards and/or the Smarter Balanced Assessment Consortium. 4, the proper procedure for the state to modify standards up to the allowable 15%. 5, any other issues pertinent to this study. And you will see a list of the members who were chosen by the Speaker of the House and Senate Pro Tem, President of the Senate, to fulfill this study. And also, I copied at the end the pertinent rules that this committee can meet up to 4 times, and the times that this committee shall submit a report to the Legislative Research Commission. And this report may or may not, depending on the will of the committee, include proposed legislation or proposed recommendations. The Legislative Research Commission then will have the ultimate authority whether to accept or not to accept that report and any recommendations or proposed legislation included in that report. Thank you, Senator Soucek.